Okay, I'll start, and if anyone joins after that, I'll repeat.
But I have a question, please.
Yes.
السيشنز اللي قبل نحطه على كلاس روم.
No.
اوكي، لانه من قبل فتت وما كانوا عم بيبينوا عندي.
I guess it's supposed to be there. I didn't check it.
موجودين أربعة، صاروا 4 sessions موجودين على الكلاس روم. I saw them.
اوكي، thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with an image where, for example, this one. As you can see, my screen is visible, right? You can see it?
Yes.
Okay. So in this image, I'm gonna try to add a photographer. I had downloaded the images before, but okay. And this is the second image. Open. This is the second image of the girl. I'll be adding it to the image where I'm gonna drive the road from her camera lens. Okay? First of all, I have to remove this from being locked, so I double click. And also this image. I'm gonna select directly from this image to the other one instead of adding it and then removing the background. Very easier for me in this way. I'm gonna select the quick selection tool. Let's make it larger. I use the Control Alt and right click on my mouse to control the size of the brush. It's being a little bit so. And I click Alt on my keyboard to reduce this my selection. Remove. Yes. You can see I select. I'm gonna click Control and C for copy, and come to this image. Now I'm gonna add a new layer to be able to have control and mistakes I make later on, and paste the image here. As you can see, the image is in this size. I'm gonna reduce the opacity to know what size I need it. I need to reduce the opacity a little bit from here. The background image is visible for me. And I'll make sure I chose the image of the. I'm thinking to place the girl at the beginning of the road. The landline. Maybe I have to change the size a little bit. I guess this is fine. Yes. I click check, enter. Now I'm going to remove part of the image here. I chose the lasso tool and gonna make some small selection of the road. And the lens. Since I made it opacity lesser, I'm able to see the road, and now I can delete it. Control D to remove the selection. And this way it's not a perfect selection. As you can see, we still need to work on it. I'm gonna make a quick selection here. Not this one. These are extra. I don't want to remove that part of the camera. So yeah, this is fine. As you can see, this is the image, but it is not a perfect ending now. So I have to delete some more stuff, either by using the eraser tool, not the background one. Make sure not to use the background one, or we can simply lock it from above, lock it, not to erase anything by mistake. So now I'll work on this one easily. The road is visible, but it doesn't look unrealistic. What I'm gonna do is make the opacity full for now and make some changes around. I wanna remove some edges of the original image. So I'll go to the eraser tool, but make sure the hardness is 0. And I have chosen a random brush which is not hard. Any of these ones, not this one. Any of these. And make the size larger. More large, okay. So we can erase the sides of it. So we're saturating the image, both of them in this way. I'm gonna make it larger. So I saturated the image, but still this part I don't find it nice. So I'm gonna remove the part of the face. So just I want it to show the road itself.
Can you please repeat كيف جبت البروش؟
It's not the brush, it's the eraser. It's just an eraser. I'm not playing with the brush for now. But I told you to choose anything which is not hard, not this one. For example, not to erase it fully. I want to erase partially without hardness, or simply make the hardness 0 in this place. Okay?
Okay.
So this is it. Here I want to play a little bit with the color exposure. To have both images with the similar color brightness. This is a small example of how we could do such thing by erasing part of it, inserting two images within each other. Okay, everything is good. Do you have any questions? Is somebody asking anything or no?
I guess not.
Okay. Now I want to show you what I'm planning to do in the next example. This is what I'm planning to do. I want to remove the head of the man and replace it with the earth. And I want to show you from the beginning how I worked on this image. Okay? So now I'm gonna open a new file. I'm not gonna choose the new one because I'm not gonna work on a blank page. I'll be working on the image itself. So open, and I'm gonna choose the exact same guy here. This is the man I chose. You can choose anything, of course. You can choose yourself. I'm just choosing random images for now. I'm planning to remove the head of the guy and replace it with the earth. So I'm just gonna open the other files also, which I'm gonna work with. This is I'm gonna use as a background. You can also work in this way, not necessarily open it. For example, you have the file here opened. I will click the file and drag it here. So you could have the image directly in the file you're gonna work with. Okay? Let's change the background. I'm gonna choose the magic tool to remove the background faster. Okay, so we got the background here.
بعد في بين ايده وجسمه.
Yeah, I'll work later on with that.
But here you're just deleting the background of the first image.
I just deleted the background of the first image. Make sure you chose the layer. And now I have just the guy and the image and nothing else. And I added another background under it. So we make sure that the layers are right, not to have it, for example, all the background covering the man. I'm just gonna lock the background since I'm not gonna do any changes on the background. Here I have the guy. Now I'm gonna add the earth as we said. Either this one or this one. Let's choose this one, it's easier to remove the background. Now I have this image. Again, either I'm gonna use the circle selection, elliptical, or select one by one, either by using the quick selection or even the pen tool, whatever you're comfortable with. So now I clicked Shift and Alt for my selection to be from the center, but it didn't work. So I want to move this selection. We can move it, but make sure that this sign is not the plus sign, this sign, which is arrow with this small square selection. And after that, you can select it. As you can see, I couldn't select all of it. I need to expand my selection a little bit. What we can do for this is go to select from above, modify, and expand. Expand by 1 must be enough. It wasn't. I will just repeat it. Okay, this is enough. So this is my selection. Either you can Control J and copy it on another layer. We have it on a separate layer. Or you can Control C and Control V on another layer. Now I'm going to delete the old one because I don't need it. Simply delete. And this is the earth I have. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And I add it to the face directly. But as you can see, the face and the earth are as if they are different images. At first, I shall change the color of his neck, maybe, and turn it into more bluish color. So I'm gonna make a new layer. So I just turned off the layer of the earth, not to get lost between the layers. And I chose the new layer that I created, which is empty. Am I going fast or everything is fine? I guess it's fine. Yes?
I'm just saying that it's fine.
Okay. So I chose the pen tool because I'm going to make a selection to his neck because it's easier to select. Or you can also use the quick selection maybe. So I chose the layer 0 because I'm selecting the man. I'm just gonna go with the pen tool. I guess it's easier. Yes. Did any one of you try the pen tool? Maybe if you have any question. So this is the neck. Let's see, like this. I'm click and dragging the arrows to control the curveness of the line of my selection. So this is what I selected. Here I guess there is something wrong. I'm just gonna. As you can see, since I selected the background with Magic Wand tool, it's a little bit pixelated, but it's okay. We don't mind it. We're just gonna cover the neck. I'm just making some corrections by clicking Control. Now we have this path selected. I'm gonna go to path and have a selection from the bottom. Go to layer and layer 2. And I'm just gonna paint it. Maybe bluish, sky blue. I chose the color here. As you can see, I'm gonna repeat. I can choose the color whatever I want directly from the present background. Okay. This is fine. Okay. Now I'm gonna paint it. It's so funny in this way. We have to lower the opacity a little bit. Yes.
ما فينا دوري نحط فلتر للزلمة والسكاي مع بعضهم فلحلهم بصير بياخدوا من الألوان.
You want to mix the color of the فيك تعالي please.
إنه إذا حطينا هيك فلتر يكون شوي على بلو بصير هو لحاله.
ما حسب if فيك تحطي filter on top of the poly. هيك you're gonna add earth. But I just wanted to play with the neck and not all of it, because if I add this color on top of his suit, for example, by and too light. So I want to play just above his neck. That's why I did this.
طب سؤال، إذا نحن مثلا حطينا الفلتر ما فينا نعمل إيريز؟ يعني تنعتبر أنا ما بدي يوصل على الصوت فما في يمحي هذا البارت.
You're gonna copy it and erase it and select it also. So whatever you prefer, for sure. If you prefer filtering all of it and then erasing the part of the suit, it is upon your will. So فيكي تعملي اللي بدك إياه بصراحة. إنه حسب أنت كيف ترتاحي in your work. Okay.
أوكي شكرا.
You're welcome. So now I have حطينا this earth on top of it. Yet it is not fully complete. Okay, so I'm planning to add some glows under the earth. What I'm gonna do is copy it again, duplicate the layer. So I just right click and duplicate layer to have another copy. And I'm gonna play with the glowing of the earth. What I did is from the adjustment layers here, I just click on it on FX, as you can see, and add, for example, outer glow. If you want to shadow, you can add shadow or gradient and many other. I'm gonna choose outer glow, which will give me a little bit of glow around it. I can increase the opacity as I want. Make sure to choose the preview to be able to see it on the image. If I did it as a spread, it's larger. I can make the size bigger but blurrier. I guess in this way the amount of blur is enough. Maybe let's lower the opacity. Yes, this is an option here. Another thing I want to add to this earth is I want to add a filter which will shape it circular into more oval to give a head shape. So I'll go to the distort, spherize, and from here usually it's normal. I'm gonna show you where is it. Okay. Usually this is what you see, the earth, the normal one, but I'm gonna change it into vertical to have it more face shape. You can also change it horizontal or vertical according to what is your drawing. So this is good. Now this is what we have. You can also distort it here as you wish. Maybe change the effect. Okay. You can also change the outer glow options later on if you didn't like it. Okay. Maybe the distortion, I didn't like it much. So I'm gonna repeat, spherize, and instead of giving it this much ovular shape, I'm just gonna make it less. Shall we make it bigger? No.
ما فينا نظبطها حسب راس الزلمة، يعني مثلا نخفف الأوباسيتي نظبط شكله يكون ملائم على شكل راسه.
Exactly the same size.
إنه مش
أكيد
نفس
أكيد فينا, but the idea of this image is to make something exaggerated. That's why I'm not putting instead of his hat. فهمتي شو قصدي معي؟ So أكيد فيك تعمل مثلا قد راسه. You can resize it,
أو إنه
reshape
أكبر
it.
من راسه. إيه بس أنا مثلا هون يمكن الهاد له أوفال أو شي هيك.
Yes, so you can simply distort it as you want. هيك. بس أكيد ما كان قصدي هيك أعملها. I wanted to keep the shape of the earth circular but a little bit ovular. Okay? That's why I wasn't working in this way. So yeah. الفكرة كان هيك. Another thing we can do here is add some gradients, which is here. I clicked on the bucket and chose gradient tool. I want to add some effects, which will be on another layer. So if I want to remove it, I will remove it later on. I'm gonna add another color. Instead of blue, I want it white. This is the opacity, this is the color. We chose white with translucency. Okay. And now I'm gonna give some light effects. As you can see, what I'm doing is just adding lines. The bigger the line you make, you click and drag your mouse. The bigger you make, the bigger the effect will be. Now I'm just adding on top of the earth, but later on I'm just gonna put this layer below in this way. So I just added some light effect behind it. Okay, is everything fine for now?
Yes.
Okay. هلا, do you have any other ideas you want me to apply on this image, for example? So I won't be doing something from my mind. Okay, what I was planning to do is again play with the head of the guy and add a smoke effect with some butterflies instead of the earth. Do you want me to
Can
do
we
it?
change the color of the suit?
Yes, for sure. We can add pattern on it, we can add texture on it. let's play with the color of it. What shall we do? Shall we add some galaxy effect on the suit?
Yes. فينا نعمله كمان كله يعني نعمل مثل كيف حول الإيرث عاملين blur effect فنحول
Brightness. حول guy. The
إيه
suit you mean? Yes, you can.
فما يضل راسه لحاله منور فهيك بصير كله منور.
Okay. You can, but for this, you have to make a selection for the guy itself. Okay? The suit, I mean. So let's have a selection of the suit and work on it. So you want me to add some glow around it, and then we'll work on the color of the suit, okay, Dean?
زين.
Let's have a selection. I'm gonna choose this guy. Okay. And Control J to copy it on another layer. I have to keep it because of the neck, part of the neck. So, select pixels, or without selecting pixels, we're just gonna add the glow. I'm just duplicate the layer in case we did some mistakes. I will go to the effect and outer glow. I will increase the size. As you could see, this is what happened. You can also change the color of the glow. For example, we want to do it bluish, for example, or red, maybe green. Let's do it green. Okay. We can edit the glow of the Earth's color later on for sure. I'm thinking to keep this color. Maybe. The only problem here, okay, it's not visible. I don't know why. Maybe let's make it different.
كمان هون فينا نظبط الopacity ولا لا ما فينا نتحكم فيها؟
بلا فينا نتحكم here the opacity. You can do it full opacity or less. On already I have my option one part of it translucent. As you can see, the opacity here is 0. So you can make it 100 and it will give this effect. So as if it's a circle. So I don't want this effect. So we can make it maybe 50. Even 50 is too much. So that's why I'm just gonna keep it 10 as if it's translucent. The above part is where you can control the translucency. The below is the color. Okay. Here also you can play with the opacity. The only problem here is that it's adding some effect on the neck part because we didn't select the neck. So this is the issue here. It's okay. So this size is fine in this way. You can spread it also, but as you spread, it's gonna become like paint instead of a glow. So this is a better solution. Okay. Shall we change the color of the earth also or keep it white? we can change it from here. Double click, change the color into this one. It doesn't change it. As you added some white effects below, it's not showing it fully. Let me see if I can. It's not letting me. Okay, I have to get out of this at first. So I made the size bigger, as it's darker. Let's not spread it. Okay. This is another option here. Okay. The color didn't match it because I wasn't focused what the color here I chose. It's more greenish. Okay. You can learn the numbers here for in case you want to add the same color to different place. So this is what you have to look for, the numbers, the RGB
or
colors.
copy the
Okay.
code تحت، ما هيك مش فينا نعمل copy للكود؟
Even the code, yeah. But sometimes you don't see the code. That's why I'm telling you to know the colors according to the Photoshop version you're using.
ما في eye drop.
في eyedrop umbrella, I used it, but it didn't match as there are different colors on top of each other because it's not full color. It's opaque, okay? As you can see, it's copying, it's choosing the color with the bluish. So this is
طب بصير فينا مثلا بهيك حالة الألوان اللي بدنا نستخدمها نعمل مثل سكوير صغير على جنب ونفل الكلر اللي نحنا بدنا نستخدمه، بصير وقت اللي نحنا بنكون بحاجته دغري بنعمل اي دروب عليه.
yes, if you have that much time, you can do it. If you don't want to remember the numbers, yeah.
كل وحدة وشو رقمه هيك.
Yes. So this is what we got for now. Now we want to change the color of the sword. Change the color or add some textures or add another image. What do you want? I want to do something you want. Let's choose each one by one. Make different stuff. Maybe this one change it. And the other one add texture or the opposite one. I'm just gonna go to Google and look for a texture to add on this image. Okay. Shall we make a galaxy effect? I'm thinking about it, or some textures, let's say, maybe. Give suggestions. Sea, water.
Yeah, do it galaxy effect، خليها تكون كلها مع بعضها متناسقة الصورة.
Effect. Right.
dotted black would be nice، أحلى ما تكون كتير هيك fictional، ما بعرف. I don't know, this is my opinion.
Maybe something like this one. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking to add the water and sea effect on the shirt instead of texture colors. To this one. No, universe maybe. More planets. Let's do like something like this one, I think, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I can't copy it.
كمان فينا نضيف الجالاكسي على الباك جراوند بدل السكاي لأنه منطقيا فالإيرث حتكون بالجالاكسي مش سكاي.
Yeah, but there was a human being standing, so I thought about it as a sky. It's a fictional image, it's not real, so madruri to be realistic, right? So anything you want. I'm just now giving some. Could not replace. Okay. So I'm gonna add a new layer and deselect it. Why? It's not letting me open. Okay. Maybe because it's okay, this one will work. That one wasn't working, I didn't get. It's a web file, so make sure not to download a web file. Where is it?
عم told Anna هي حد تحت
No,
شوي
not
مش
those
هون.
ones.
Yeah, I know under
Yeah,
هي.
here. So it's a little bit smaller, but we can enlarge it no problem, but make sure to click shift, not to get distorted. So هلا, this is what we have. It's okay. So I'm gonna make a selection choosing the suit. Okay, Control J to a new folder. I'm just gonna clip mask on it. It's working. Okay. As I have this image here, not letting me choose to do it. So what I did is I just turned off this layer because it wasn't letting me. It is the effect of the outer glow of the suit. Since we have the suit visible here, it's okay. So I turned it off and my clipping mask of the image above the suit is visible. We can lower the or make dissolve, not dissolve, multiply. Where is multiply? No, it's light. We should do it some lighter to keep the texture of the suit. Either lighten it or maybe keep as it is and lower the opacity. I guess it's better to play with the effects. Either the lighten one. I guess this one is the best option. So Yes, linear dodge is the best option. So the problem here is that we have this glow on top of the image, which is not letting us see. So what I did is dragged the one which is the glow and put it below the textured image. So it won't disturb the image by itself. Okay, everything is fine. The greenness, I didn't like it much. It's so alienated image, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, we're almost out of time. It's okay. I want to show you another one. Fast forward. Uh, I wanted to add some smoke on this guy's head instead of the earth. Shall I do it or it's fine? As we have some few more minutes, I want to do that also. So open it, some smoky effects. This file won't open as it's a PNG. Something like this, if you get what I mean. Okay. So this is the file. Let's open it. Copy. Okay. Now I'm gonna just turn off all the editings I did here. And just turn on this guy's face back again here. And now I want to erase his face. So let me duplicate it. And turn off the other layer. I'm just gonna erase it. So when you want to do something, its best part is you have to know what you want and look for the right images that you can add to it. It might take some time if you want to edit an image which is complicated, but make sure to know what you want and choose the images from Google accordingly. There is nothing.
فينا نعمل داونلود لصور بيكون بنشيل الباك جراوند لإلهم فإلهم اسم بس نسيني شو هو.
For the background.
يعني
هن
مثلا
PNG تبع الاكستنشن اذا بدون باك جراوند.
PNG.
Well, with background is not an issue as long as you can erase the other part, and some PNG files don't open in Photoshop easily. So that's why I wasn't using the PNG file.